How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day as always. Today is May 9th, 2023 at 1:46 p.m. This is day 2 of live streaming on YouTube. As of today, we do not have any major economic events on our economic planner calendar today. So we are in the green for trading. One thing I would like to note is although we don't have any major economic events today, we are trading within a range. So it is very choppy. So you gotta exercise with caution. Just to show you what's going on here, I'd like to mark our midnight. So at the midnight open, we traded a little bit upward and then just cascaded down. Once we took out the sell side liquidity of that larger consolidation, we began a smaller consolidation, and that's what we're currently trading at right now. Look at the daily, the open, high, low, and close. The open at 4150.50, the high comes in at 4153, low 4131, and we are currently trading at 4138.50. So going back to the 15-minute chart, we are trading within this range, like I said before, but most importantly, if we mark the previous day open at midnight, we fell out of the range. Now, what I was anticipating this morning at the 9:30 open was that there would be at least a gravitation towards this sell side liquidity, right? Just to take it out and maybe consolidate it within a larger range. But that didn't happen, right? This morning I did enter a couple trades and I was on the losing side of things. Lost about 0.5%, but then quickly realized that I needed to sit on my hands because it is a range. It was a little overly ambitious for me to try to get into that. I kind of knew the risk behind it, but it also didn't help that today Tradingview had a issue. Topstep Tradingview integration had an issue with trading. Now, am I blaming that on the losses that I had this morning? No, I am not. I was on the wrong side regardless of whether or not that would have panned out or worked against my favor of eliminating a day and resetting my account to the initial balance that I currently had, because Topstep does offer that option when they have these outages. But I think it's fair enough for me to say that I don't think I need to go to that extent to actually reset, just because of 0.5%, right? Which I'll bite the bullet and take that loss, right? So as of right now, we're trading about a balance of 101,507, which is plus or minus a little bit more, 0.5%. So, oh well. couple things that I would like to note personally is I'm a little bit more on the tired side today. So you also have to, as a trader, have to understand how you're feeling for the day. I should have taken that as a warning sign as well this morning and kind of understood that I was on the tired side of things, a little delusional. But it got the best of me, right? So as long as you recognize it pretty early, I think it's okay. So as of right now, I don't think I like this range enough to enter any kind of position. I really, really want to observe and see if there's something that presents itself that would be more of an opportunity than what I saw this morning. But as of right now, everything that I'm seeing right now is working against me. If we go from the 1 hour. Now, okay, so going a little bit higher, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour really quick. Another thing that I was looking at this morning is I was looking at a reaction from this level. And I was hoping that there would be a hard reaction from this fair value gap and go down after taking sell side, buy side liquidity, right? But that didn't happen. Yesterday we were anticipating for there to be what I described as a wall at a specific level. I'm going to toggle to the 5-minute chart really quick to explain that. Yesterday we were trading at this level, and I had my eye within this level just because, one, I wanted to see if it traded above and continued upward. But what I was mostly anticipating was that there would be a reaction behind what we were considering this breaker and imbalance that we have on the 5-minute chart. Now, there was a reaction after hours, which was pretty well. I mean, it panned out pretty well, but it's definitely not something that I would have participated in. I mean, considering that, I don't trade outside of those hours, and I don't like the liquidity that comes in during those hours, right? To me, I think it's a little bit of a low probability, but there's others that definitely love trading outside those hours, right? But yeah, and so with this bias in mind, during the 9:30 open, as this crept downward, I was anticipating a continuation of the London session and into the New York session. And this is the mess that I kind of got stuck into and whatnot. But I mean, it is what it is, right? So we're just gonna, we'll just continue to observe and see what this market has to offer. If it does take out a little bit more and wants to go into a premium, that would be great. As of right now, this is what I would consider the range. So currently trading at the 50% level approximately. 5-minute chart. RT buy side. So yeah, we'll see if we get something, but as of right now, I'm not expecting much. Balance at 41, 41.75 and 41.50. Now going back on my loss of the 0.5%. So typically on a day, I would not risk more than 1%. So with a $100,000 account, I would not risk more than $1,000. So if I would have, for whatever reason or another, would have lost the full 1% in the morning session, I would not be participating in the PM session, just because I like to respect the what I would consider a higher risk management. I don't want to be in a position to where I lose more than 1% in a day. I start to feel a little uneasy if I begin to lose 1.5% in a week. That I don't like that that amount of loss. So what usually happens when I begin to lose that much, I'll start to go back to the practice account that Topstep Tradingview offers, and I will participate in the market that way, just to get that itch scratched, right? Because I would hate to compromise my account just because I'm trying to reach a certain goal or whatnot. So currently trading above buy side liquidity. Now, do keep in mind that we are trading within the 4-hour gap. Going back to that chart, 4-hour candle. So be very cautious if you are trying to go long. Now, on the other side of things, if you're very heavy biased on the longs, keep in mind that we did fill this imbalance up. Right, so any kind of break of market structure to the upside, I would heavily consider long. As of right now, I think we fall within the premium. Within this range. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to enlarge this chart. Delete some of these lines. This is an imbalance from yesterday. Nice little reaction. Now we're falling within the optimum trade entry of the range, which is a premium on the higher time frame. On the lower time frame, we have a lot of work. again, for those that are just tuning in, just keep in mind that I am a beginner trader and I am not a financial advisor. If you are trying to seek financial advice and whatnot, just seek a professional, especially if you have any doubts. So use this as entertainment purposes only. Now, one thing that I want to note, those people that are interested in longs, is I am keeping an eye on this imbalance on the daily chart. Making sure that we don't fill this in, break market structure, and start heading towards that volume imbalance. Would I prefer it to start to cascade down? Yes, on the long term. But we just need to be very cautious on what it does right here at this level. So 5-minute chart is offering several imbalances. Now I like to mark these as 5-minute imbalances just because I believe that they are weighted a little heavier than a lower time frame. So I want to be aware of that as they occur. It looks like there's a confluence between the 5 and the 1. Yep. I like to see when there's layering of imbalances. Because from my experience, they tend to be a little bit more price action tends to gravitate towards them a lot faster, or a lot easier. But we'll see how this one acts. Turn this to our grading. Now price is gravitating towards that imbalance. Nothing here at the moment captures my eye. This 15-minute fair value gap seems attractive, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. Has a lot of work to do. So as of right now, I'm not interested. So let's keep an eye on that 5-minute. Approximately a little under minute 20. So the 5-minute candle close. I do like the sell side liquidity over here, paired along with an hour imbalance. So I'm going to mark that up. And currently, I am interested in this level if certain things happen. So here's that volume imbalance, approximately 41.38 and 41.37.75. Okay. This 5-minute candle, you see it reacted to the imbalance once it traded to, and the bottom of, let's go here, bottom of that 4 hour. So right now we're at the bottom of that fair value gap. Looks like we have another potential imbalance above. I'm gonna mark that one up yet so that candle closes. Again, just because I'm putting this little eye right here doesn't quite necessarily mean that I 100% believe that price action will reprice down to that level. I'm just interested to see if there's anything that presents itself on the way down to where you can take out that liquidity. But there's nothing right now that I'm interested in. Price is a little slow coming out of the range. Now, although we did trade to that 1 minute imbalance and the candles closed at that imbalance, I'm still going to leave it open just because on the 5 minute it's still open. If you haven't already, if you enjoy these live streams, please like and subscribe. It helps me be motivated in continuing these streams. Keep in mind that we are within a premium of the larger range, as shown on the 15-minute chart. So there's the 5-minute imbalance on the 5-minute chart. And we'll see if we want to trade higher. That upside doesn't look pretty to me. I mean, do we want to take out the Asian range high? Possibly. Let's see here. Mark the gap on 15. Delete this guy. 15-second chart does not look healthy. Now, in a situation where we begin to trade higher against my bias, I want to be open-minded about things. I want to make sure that just because I'm stuck to a bias doesn't mean that that's the only thing that I'm gonna consider, right? But on the other hand, I want to be very cautious and going against my bias, because if I was right initially, I may be put into a position to where I long, for instance, in this condition that we're in right now, I long a position that I was initially thinking that I was short, and now I entered at the top, right? So you just got to be very, very cautious in going against your bias. There's sometimes that I do go against it, and I mean, it works out, but it doesn't always happen that way. Take out this balance now, and we currently may form another. We'll see how that works. Right now it's topping. See if it wants to get internal liquidity before it seeks out external. This just looks very messy. Do we want to reach up here? Question mark there. Traded perfectly. Interesting enough is the bottom of the bodies of those candles right there. See, this is where I would like it to immediately go upward. I don't like to see it do this. I want to see it aggressively take out the buy side. Do want to note that there is a new day opening gap above us. That would be a deep premium. And there is a new day opening gap below us. Aggressive break with market structure would be preferred. Keep in mind that we've created buy side liquidity up here. Full liquidity up here. Now, if we do start to break this market structure, keep in mind that on the higher time frame, on specifically the 15-minute, we have this fair value gap. So we have some conflicting information here. Conflicting information in regards to our initial bias of it going down, but still holding on tight. Nice little bounce off of the 5-minute. Down to 3, 2, 1. 3-minute looks probably the best, in my opinion. Still not clean. Now, in times like this, one thing that I've realized is that you'll often see me kind of zoom in and look at the candles this way. But that's mostly because I'm not expecting much to happen right now. I mean, if it does, then I'm not going to participate. But there's times where I get lost, right? In this price action. So what you want to do is you want to kind of see the whole entire picture. Now, I'm not saying that you can get out here, right? But just enough for you to see what's happening, especially if you have a larger range. You want to be able to see and spread those candles out. You want to be focused in this small little region and gets smacked by the higher time frame. I like to have, as always, the 1 minute, 5 minute, and the 15-minute chart open simultaneously. My other screens, I have a 1 hour, 4 hour daily and weekly, and the other markets, as previously discussed. I would like to see it to react to this level, go down aggressively. Maybe even right around there. Take out this liquidity. But nothing's there. Well, at least something that I like. There's nothing there that I like. There's a lot of traders out there that have a lot more experience and are willing to take a lot more risk. I marked this range just because it's a lower time frame range, and I would like to see if it traded below this sell side liquidity, see how it reacts to that 50% level. I'm a big fan of the 50% level. Let's observe what it does here. Does it reject immediately? I want to see it act like a wall. I just want to point out something. We're trading a little bit over midway of the PM session. Right now it's 2:31 p.m. Look at this 15-minute chart. Just a little bit shy of entering that imbalance. It would have been nice if it just dipped in there a little bit and reacted upward. Here, if we're going to go long, I want to see it trade above this and this active support. Currently monitoring a 5-minute chart. See if it covers that imbalance. Not the reaction I was hoping, but we did get somewhat of a reaction. Let's take out the buy side liquidity line. So there's that. I wouldn't consider that displacement, but a reaction to that level that we were keeping an eye on. Take out this sell side liquidity. I would expect 41.41 to be tapped. Keep in mind, I have not entered any trades for the PM session. Nothing here that I like. If I do enter a trade, you all will see it in the PM sessions. AM, I am not streaming at the moment. Price is being a little stubborn. Let's see if that 5-minute gap was covered. Looks like it was. We'll take that out. Take this out too. Remaining of the 1 minute. I want to see it tap 41.41. Wanting to see it is one thing, but whether it does is another, right? Okay, 1 minute imbalance. Looks like it's going to be covered. Maybe. Visit back to that fair value gap. Does price want to reprice upward? That mysterious imbalance that we have on the 5-minute chart marked up here. Currently trading at a premium. Now, when we do trade in a premium, doesn't quite necessarily that doesn't quite necessarily mean that we will immediately go down. What level of a premium or an array would depend on the market structure, right? As of right now, I mean, is there market structure? Maybe a little bit, but not for me to say, oh yeah, that's a high probability, right? There are levels, but I mean, the one level that gets me more excited about it than anything is if we were to go up, is the daily imbalance, but that's far away. Or maybe that new day opening gap to take out the Asian high. A nice little reaction. See it tap 41.41. Which is not that far away. Let's see if we can get it. Now remember, we hit that 41.41. We are in a fair value gap on the 15-minute chart that we have highlighted in this quadrant right here, which is this gray square rectangle. To me, I would consider this a high resistance liquidity run. Very hard, lethargic price action, right? It's not moving easily. In my opinion, if it was a low resistance liquidity run, it would have already taken out that low, and it would have already sought sell side liquidity. But it's just meandering around right now. $41.41. Maybe. Nope. Maybe. You're starting to see that we're forming sell side and buy side on the 1 minute chart. A Equal highs, equal lows. It's meandering around, being difficult. I don't like that one bit. Alright, we're 15 minutes below the hour, which means we're about 3/4 through the session. And currently no trades. The E-mini, S&P, Nasdaq, and Dow, they look nasty. Euro, pound, not far off. Dollar is slowly meandering downward. At this point, if I did have an anticipation, as we were talking about earlier, unless something was really juicy on either direction, I would stretch it to 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. There are some entries that do occur. I mean, there's still may occur right now, but anything above 3:15, I'm a little hesitant, right? Because we have that 4:10 p.m. Eastern time cutoff with Topstep. I don't want to break no rules in the lines. That 15-second chart. Nothing. 2, 3. 3. I like the 3, but still. Notice how the 41-41 level falls in between an imbalance. That's nice, but that doesn't mean we'll get it. As of right now, I'm going to delete this. Leave that in there. I would like something to break. So it's not going to give it to us easily. There we go, something. There's our level. A little reaction to it. But does the reaction sustain? Internal liquidity to external liquidity, maybe. And then internal to external on the larger range. Zoom into the 15-minute chart. That does not look pretty. So it took out buy side and it's just consolidating. Could it give us a 41-41 now? Looks like it will. Looks like it will this time. How far? I don't know. Here comes the enter of the 41-41. Alright. now we are trading within the fair value gap of the 15-minute chart. So does this want to go from another internal to external liquidity? Or does it want to continue downward to the sell side liquidity that we have marked? Yeah, that's nice displacement down. Really nice. There's our sell side liquidity that we were anticipating. Okay, so now we see how we trade. Do we want to stretch this to the 315 mark? I don't know. I like the displacement. Displacement was good. But now, funny enough, we are at a discount of the range, the smaller range, not the larger range, the smaller range. So we have that imbalance here. Covered the 5-minute imbalance. I have two imbalances up here, which I'm going to mark as 1. And here, trading up. We are already almost at the 50% level. Hourly candle is about to close and fill in that imbalance that we were initially speaking of. Small little imbalance right there. Maybe. 3-minute chart looks good. 50% level, not quite yet touched. Alright, we're 3 minutes till. Let's stay a little longer to see if there's anything that presents itself. I like the way this displaced. Broke market structure. I think it's approaching 50% equilibrium. Patience is key. feeling excited at the moment. I'm just kind of neutral, just kind of observing the market. Maybe that I'm overly cautious just because of the amount of sleep that I had last night. I think that's good to understand that, or um, to essentially just understand that you aren't feeling a type of way. Alright, so here we are above the 50% level. Right. Does that want to act like a wall? Too aggressive, short right there. I was a little bit less sleep deprived, I probably would kind of meander my way into a trade. Nice little reaction. I think that gap got filled, or is about to be filled. Alright. Let's see, the 3-minute chart, as we were discussing prior, is the best looking chart as of right now. I want to see this not even go past that high. I just want to see it go down. But let's see. Keep in mind this imbalance up here. It's currently 3 o'clock on the dot. Looks like we left the imbalance on the hourly chart open. So that's not good. It's not good just because we're currently trading at a discount on a smaller range. We failed to trade and close below that imbalance on the hourly chart. I would have expected that there would be a much more aggressive move downward. But as of right now, if we're just filling out that imbalance just to grab some liquidity to continue upward, I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, but is that something that is really high probability? I don't think so. Nothing that I can see that would be appealing to that. I really would like it to just reject here. But I'm gonna get what I want. This price is just doing price things. So yeah. Our 5-minute warning right there. So the 5-minute is starting to look good. Little imbalance. So what I would like to do is just keep that there, and I want to see that price just pounce down. really aggressively. I don't want to see it do what it's doing right now. There's no in my opinion, after observing this, if we don't aggressively reject from this level, I would anticipate for us to go sideways all the way to a close, but I don't know. I might be wrong on that. It's not the close I would have expected on the 5-minute chart. Just even if I was being aggressive at this moment, I still don't see anything. Like I would like to see another displacement down and there be an opportunity for us to get in, but there's nothing. It's just repricing. Before I let you guys go, just keep in mind we are bouncing off of um, a sell side liquidity pool. We are also we have traded to a discount on the smaller range, and now we are slowly repricing towards a double imbalance between 4142.75 and 4142.25. We do have on a higher time frame a daily imbalance above us, and on the lower time frames we have the new day opening gaps above us as well. And on the 4-hour chart, we did fill in a partial imbalance, but we still are trading within a gap. So just be very careful with that, guys. And I think that will conclude today's session. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and follow us Monday through Thursday, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will be live streaming live price action and entries. There won't always be a time that we enter every day, but you will have the opportunity to see that happen live when it does occur. So, you'll have a wonderful day.